guys, it's your girl. It took me like 10 times, so please watch the whole video. Please watch the whole thing. Today we're doing a video, so I watched somebody's video and I got inspired. I wanted to start like a segment, you know. We're just gonna talk about different stuff in this video, you know, school, life, death, relationship, everything. And today we're here with Kiana and Kayla. Without further ado, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
We can start with like freedom, right? So one of the subtopics was partying, like in college and stuff.
Like once you leave home, like,
yeah, like what it's like, the transition from.
Ooh, first of all,
I had a time.
Oh my gosh. And let me just say, disclaimer, all three of us, we go to different schools, so y'all gonna get the sneak peek.
I'm not gonna tell y'all what school I go to because it's terrible. You probably won't even know the name. But but the parties, they were like white. Oh,
you can say that.
Okay.
I don't get no subscribers, and if y'all drag me, at least give me some clout. That's the least y'all can do.
Yes, they were like white parties, and I just felt like we weren't welcome. Like that wasn't for us, you know. It was just like 5 of us that walked into the party. There was an American flag during the party, and it was just like
a Confederate flag.
No,
American flag, like. But still, it was just like, why?
Out of
yes, it was in like, it's a frat party, and I was just like, this is not how the movies, you know, showed it. So yeah, I lied, I didn't have a time, you know. But then I went to a black party, and it was just like, I had a time.
So like personally, I didn't go to any of the frat parties at my school. I go to the infamous Buff State University, since we're a university now. I don't know what that's about, but I only went to regular parties. The first party I went to got shot up, and it's just like with where my school is in specific in Buffalo, there's like neighboring schools by it, so like you really see the same people at every party. It's kind of like the city where you kind of see the same people at every party sometimes. But I had a blast. Too much of a blast. That they started blasting.
Oh no.
And yeah, I didn't get to go to no pool parties, so I can't even give my full party experience. But all the parties I've been to, the music is okay. They also, fun fact, the parties in Buffalo, it's a bunch of like Caribbeans and Africans. That's literally like, you're gonna get your Haitians, your Jamaicans, your Trinis, your Guyanese, and then just the whole Africa, the whole of Africa. So the music is gonna be great.
Wow. I go to a community college, so I don't have no party experience. Shit whack. It's whack, like, you know, it's like high school 2.0. I feel like everybody say college is high school 2.0 sometimes. But
especially freshman year.
Yeah, I feel like being in my school is there are parties, but they're like, it's dim, so you know, I don't go. It's 0 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend. We soon get out, but that's all.
Finding friends in college, and I hope y'all watch this. Yep. My first semester was wicked, okay, and then the second one was like, that's where all the spice was at.
This.
Yep. This is my real friend. Yep. But okay, so I'm gonna just give y'all the breakdown. When I went to school, like, I didn't know anybody that was going to my school until I got there, and then like somebody that I used to go to high school with, I realized that he was at the school. So then I was like, cool. So then I realized, I was like, okay, cool, like at least I know somebody. But then he started acting weird, so I'm like, been weird, packed you. And then prior to me like going, like I think a few days before moving day or the day before, I met this girl on Instagram. She was like, oh, I seen you was going to my school, blah blah, we should talk, blah blah. And I'm like, you know, me, when it comes to like making friends, I'm gonna be like optimistic about it in a sense, because like I'm just open to trying new things, but I'm also not gonna be naive, because like everybody don't have good intentions. However, like she seemed nice, you know, I still speak to her even now here and there. Yeah, but I tried to do the whole friend group thing in high school, didn't work. Tried to do it in college, didn't work, and I finished the second semester with 2 friends and a man, and that's it. And I have no regrets, because like I don't care. And if you're watching this, I don't care. I don't care. But like making friends in college is hard, because there's people of like all different ages, as opposed to high school where everybody, you know,
and different personalities.
That too. It's like a wider range of people, and you have to kind of, depending on the school you go to and like the atmosphere at your college, you have to like put yourself out there and take it into your own hands and connect with people. And it's like, not everybody comes off the same way. Like, a vast majority of the people that I ended up like conversing with or becoming friends with, when they first see me, they were like, oh, I thought you were mean. Like, no, I'm not mean. Am I mean?
No, he's just very honest.
Why are you stumbling?
Because like, no, because like we're friends with you, so we don't think that you're mean. But I feel like people who just getting to know you, you know,
Just a little.
you just, you know, you gotta show them your raw personality first, like real raw.
Yes, and that's,
you know,
understandable. But I just feel like, yeah, like, you have to really warm up to people. And some people don't like taking, like, they want to just be like this off rip. Like, you gotta really foster that vibe. Yeah.
But I feel like in college, I feel like it's really important to, don't get me wrong, you don't need people, but I think that it's important to have friends, especially with classes and stuff. You never know, like, different friends have different strengths and weaknesses, so you could go to your friends for like an English class, a history class, something like that. I feel like it's important. And I feel like if you go to a school, you shouldn't just sit in your dorm all day long. I feel like you should go outside and interact with people. That's another thing about my school, being that it's a community college, there's no dorms. So, you know, you go on campus and then you go home. And that's another thing with being like different personalities. I go to class, and I had like early classes, like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And once my class was over, I'm running to the bus to go home. And you got one time where I do a little smile at you and you smile back. Or if you just look at me, then it's wraps. Like, we just won't be friends. Because I'm not, you know, the person to go around talking to people. But I'm nice, you know? I don't walk around with a mean face. So I'm basically doing this by myself. And if I need help with something, I reach out to my friends from my friends. Not college friends, my friends. But I think it's important to have friends or make friends in college.
Basically, when I first got to school, instead of making friends, I had a boyfriend. And when we broke up, I didn't have any friends because it was just like, he was the only one I would talk to, go to things for, you know. He was like my person. And then I was just, after that, I was just in my room alone. It was just like, you really realize that you do need people in your corner, not just to, you know, hang around all the time, but just to have people to talk to sometimes, you know, because although I have friends here, it's like I can't always reach out to them. They're not in my like presence 24/7 or anything. So it was just like, I made 2 new friends because of that. They're genuinely my friends. Love y'all. You know, watching this, they're subscribed. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I had to learn to make friends on my own, and I think I have anxiety, so it was just like I couldn't go out and just speak to people. Also, people in my school are very weird. If y'all are watching this, I don't care either. Like, y'all are weird, and it's like they act like high schoolers. They're older than me. Just like grow up, you know.
So did a job. Around. But speaking of relationship, how do y'all feel about going into college with a relationship?
Me personally, that was never on my agenda. It was just like, to me, there's such a thing as like a high school relationship and like when you get older kind of relationship. High school relationship is just like fun and game. You see each other in school, that's my buddy, you know? Like, that's my school buddy. Like, you know, when I see you in the hallways, it's this and that. But going into college, we might have 2 different futures, and we might not see eye to eye on certain things. And I feel like if we go to 2 different schools, then it's gonna, you know, break us apart. Cause me, yeah, I couldn't do it. But yeah,
I just feel like that anything is possible, right? Me, I'm a very optimistic person, and sometimes that's my downfall. Number 1, do not talk to anybody that is younger than you. Ladies, your age or older. don't try to stoop to their level. Don't, oh, he's just a grade. No, he's not just a grade down. It's not just that. It's so much more. It's so much more, because maturity and age, I don't care what nobody say, it has a correlation to some extent. It has to. Don't make the same mistake twice, and don't make the same mistake I did. Please.
but there are some younger boys who have common sense.
Not that I've met, and I'm not willing to do that again, because yeah, I'm happy now. Anyways, yeah, personally, I say go for it, but be realistic. If y'all already having problems before you get to school, if y'all having problems on your birthday, if y'all having problems in the summer, don't continue. Because me, last year, I just wanna say that this boy left me in the trenches and I never looked back. And That's
yo,
just,
yo.
that's just it. After he left me in the train for my birthday, I never looked back. I don't know. You have to be an emotionally and mentally strong person to want to go like the extra mile. And I even like the point you made with the different schools. It don't even, people could be in your face. They could play with you in your face at the same school. Because I see it happen at my school. I see it happen at my school all the time. Like, it'll be girls, you know, I'm going downstairs for a late night snack from the vending machine at 2 a.m. and I'm seeing people leave from people's rooms that I just seen in somebody else's room in the next building. Babes.
That's crazy.
Exactly. You gotta really watch who you spend your time with, who you putting your energy into,
who you put your money
opening
into.
your legs for, and who you spending money on. Because
I want my money back.
we're getting older and we're getting and we're getting too old for the nonsense.
My turn. I met my boyfriend in last year in April. And he was in high school and I was in high school. And yeah, we didn't go to the same school. So yeah. And then yeah, we took the time.
Sidebar, she the only one surviving here. Because me
you surviving?
Put us on.
No, I'm surviving now. I met him in college. I wasn't surviving. I was not.
But yeah, so we met in April and we went to school in 2 different boroughs. And yeah, we was learning to, at first we were cool, then we were friends. We was getting to know each other, feeling off each other's vibe. And then, you know, school ended for him and then school ended for me. We took the time over the summer to really, you know, get to know each other. And then in August, he went to school and I went to school. But you see, I go to school here, he go to school states away. And yeah, I just feel like over the course of the time from April to August, we learned to trust each other. We learned like a lot about each other, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. We just learned a lot about each other. And then so it was not like something really hard when he went away to school. And yeah, then he came home in December for break. It's not that hard. Like, I feel like if you have to learn to trust somebody. I feel like if you're not healed, don't go looking for no relationship, because you need to take your own time to go heal. And yeah, I just feel like when you're fully healed and you feel like you're ready to like learn from somebody and like grow with somebody, then go ahead. Because yeah, and now we're still going, like, you know, for years and years and years to come. That's my man.
I'm a vlog at the wedding.
Hold on. And then let me talk about long distance, because I feel like people be like, oh, that was long distance, hard, long. That was a topic for me too. I don't think long distance is that hard. Like, I would like to be in the same environment as him all the time, but I feel like it was good for us that we was far away from each other while we was in school, so that he could learn more about himself on his own and I could learn about myself on my own, and then strengthen our trust. Because for other girls, your boyfriend being far away from you, it's like, you just like, oh my gosh, he doing this, he in this bitch room, you know? So you just, it's like so many different scenarios go through your head. But like, I feel like since I trust him so much and I learned him as a person, I don't even think like that. I don't think that long distance relationships are hard. You just really have to learn to trust somebody, and you need to heal before you get into a relationship, and you need to make sure that person is the right one.
One of my topics was like letting go of high school tendencies in college. So like me personally, my whole 4 years, I feel like I could have done much better academically than I did in high school. I feel like I didn't do like the bare minimum. I was like A's and B's and then scattered C's. So like freshman, sophomore year, like the lowest I would get was like a 75. But in my eyes, it's just like, why am I, like, if I know I'm capable of getting higher than a 90, then why not go for, you know, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, all that good stuff. But I feel like yeah, I could have done so much better academically. And I feel like the laziness that I held in high school carried over to college for me. And that's one of the things that I have to work on going into my sophomore year, like working on breaking those bad habits as far as like studying more, finding whatever study habits work for me, taking advantage of the time that I have to complete assignments, everything as far as just breaking bad habits, because laziness is gonna follow you wherever you go. Like, obviously there's gonna be days where you wake up and you like, I'm not doing that assignment, or I have time, but you don't have time, and you should do it when you have the time, because like there's gonna be parties that you want to go to, there's gonna be events that people are hosting on campus, there's gonna be, and when it get warm, you're not gonna want to do work, you're just gonna want to go outside. So do it today, do it now while you have the time. Let those bad habits go and get on your A game, because I was not on my A game, and now the not being on my A game followed me, and it's like we gotta grow up. That's what college is for, growing up.
Yeah, because me personally, ever since like quarantine, I haven't been the same, like my grades and stuff, because I feel like I just stopped trying to pay attention, because we had online schools. Like once you miss one thing, like you're just gonna miss everything, because it's hard to catch back up. And then once I got into college, it was just like the same thing, especially since I had a lot of online classes. It's just like it was a lot of lazy tendencies, but I'm starting to change, you know. I'm on my A game this year, so
Don't parlay. Don't parlay. What about friendship boundaries?
That's a good one. Yeah, elaborate.
Like all right, so you make friends in college, right? And this is your first time meeting, that first time getting to know each other, and so
like the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Okay, I can attest to that, because I have a friend that, obviously I'm not gonna go into detail about the situation on camera, but we had a little situation, and I feel like personally the way she responded was absurd, honestly, in my eyes, and in her eyes she probably thinks still to this day that it was justified. But I personally feel like it was because she didn't know nor understand the type of person that I am, how I operate and maneuver with my friends, and that's probably what fostered all the emotions that she was feeling over a course of time, and that course of time being a few weeks. So it was wrong of her, in my opinion, to feel how she felt, but also I can't fault somebody for feeling how they feel. And in terms of me personally, my actions were premature because she barely knew me. It was like a few weeks into the first semester, so I should have been a little less friendly and like not of myself, because respectfully I'm not filtering the way I act for anybody, and I'm not changing who I am for anyone either. I could care less about how people look at me. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes you can't give all of yourself to people at one time, because it's hard to like put it all out there at once.
Sometimes you gotta gradually let people get used to you and stuff. You can't just lay it all out, because sometimes like a person's personality would be too much for someone. You never know, and that's how you know if that's your real friend or not, because you know, like I could lay my whole personality out right now and you're still gonna be like this. But it's not always like that, like especially being that you're meeting these people for the first time and you never knew each other before. Like I just met you yesterday, you know, so it might be cool when we laughing about something, but then when stuff start getting serious, you know, you never know like how this girl might respond to something serious. You never know. And I feel like when you gradually show somebody how you are, that shows like if you can be friends with this person or if you can't be friends with this person.
I agree, because I feel like there's different, like you said, there's different friends for everything. Like especially at college, that's where you find those groups, aside from like before you go to school. Like obviously I knew them before I went to school, but like in school specifically, I really had like not different friend groups, but different people to rely on for different things. Like I knew who to call if I needed to study, I knew who to call if I wanted to go out, I knew who to call if I needed to know a food spot by the school. Like everybody has different strengths. What do you think? Friendship boundaries.
Speak on it, because I only have 2 friends in college. But
I got like a good 3 friends.
I don't really have any. I haven't seen any signs, like with the real friends I haven't seen any signs of them crossing boundaries. So it's like I don't know the difference, you know. Well, not the difference, but I don't know what the do's and do nots are.
Okay, speaking of friends, like what's your thoughts on like having more male friends than female friends, or having more female friends than male friends?
Me personally, I like having male friends more. Not even because it's just God. No, I don't just want to be a male face. But growing up, I was raised around males, and it's like I like the energy that they give off. And I'm not gonna lie, I know everybody says this, but it's less drama. It's just like, to me, it's better for myself mentally, you know, to be in that space. Girls, they do cause a lot of drama, and it's like if you get into one little argument, it's done for the rest of your life. Like, you know, it's so much pettiness that goes around, but boys, they could just push it to the side, like, all right, you did this and that, we could talk about it and move on, you know. So I like that about them. But it's not, you know, I hate when people consider it like being a hoe if you're in a male's space. Like, there's genuine guy friends out there who just want to be your friends, don't want to touch them. So you guys need to think about that, you know. Yeah,
I feel like having both male and female friends are very important, and I feel like a lot of people, on one hand, it's like you can't be naive with certain guys, because like you really never know males' true intentions with you. Like with males and females, I feel as though you can't be naive, because you never fully you never fully understand how a male is looking at you from their perspective. Because I've had male friends in the past that have said that they didn't, you know, and then later on I hear from somebody else, or they try to confess there, and it's like, boy, I'm one of the bros, I'll be dapping you up, and you trying to tell me that you want to take it there, and I don't want to take it there. Never did, never wanted to, never will.
Then they
You're
mess up a good friendship.
That's a fact. And I feel like platonic friendships are really important, and it's just bad that you never know people's true intentions. I have this friend, and a lot of people at my school, they had this weird thought. Like, I'd hear people say as I'm with him, like, they be walking past and they're like, oh, you hit it. That's disgusting. Like, and the fact that people are even saying stuff like that, it bothered me, because that's the complete opposite of the friendship that we have. So why would you even, that should not be crossing anybody's mind. And I also can't control like what other people say, but it's like, why? Like, why is that even a thought? That's my friend. If I say that's my friend, people should just take my word automatically, because I'm not lying. You have to lie.
But sometimes it could be a friend on your part.
That's what I'm saying. You really never know their intentions, and that's the bad part. That's the terrible part.
Did he put them in their place, like when they said it, like, oh, you hit it, or 2 for 2?
He would just be like, no, that's my sister, or no, that's my friend. But like, it's just like, why?
Me personally, I don't really have a preference of having male friends more than girlfriends, or girlfriends more than male friends. I really pay attention to people's personalities and vibe and stuff. And that probably sounds lame, but like, you know, it's all about like if our personalities match, or not personalities match, but if I feel like, you know, you have a good like vibrant vibe. I don't want nobody with no lame vibe, or, you know, I just feel like I don't pay attention to male or female. It's just like really how you act, what you're like, you know, what you like to do and stuff. See if like, you know, like,
you know.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, how do you guys feel about getting married at a young age, or having a baby at a young age?
Okay, my take on I'm gonna do the children first, isn't it? So personally, I am 18 right now. I am unemployed right now. I still live with my mother right now. I have no residual income right now. So y'all get where I'm going with this. Like, I personally, I don't have the money nor the means to be taking care of a child right now. And I'm making my business that I'm never put in a position to be having no child. Like, especially this is my first year in school. I already started, so I plan on finishing like 4 years. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking about getting a master's. Nobody has time for a baby. I make content. I'm not about to be having old girl in one hand and the camera in the other. Like, I refuse. I feel like sometimes, yes, things happen, and I'm a product of things happen. My mom had me when she was 19, and she's doing the damn thing, guys. But like, my mom always tells me that she wants me to live, she wants me to have the life she didn't get to have. Because granted, like, I'm not a miracle child. I have no birth defects or nothing like when she was having me. But you know, when you have a child at a young age, you don't get to go off to walk and graduate and all of this. It's rare that it has. Some people, you see people graduating with their little baby bump, cool, but it is not for everybody. And I feel like, why not get to experience the life you want and save the kids for later? I don't get what's the rush to have kids. Honestly, they're just another pile of money. You have to buy diapers, you have to buy bottles, you have to buy
that stuff is expensive.
You have to buy clothes, you have to buy wipes, you gotta buy diaper rash cream if the baby got a diaper rash, you have to buy shampoo for the head. My little sister had colic when she was little. Like, you have
doctor visits.
They have, yeah, like, everything costs money. So the kids is a no for me. F them kids.
So God forbid you got pregnant
I would not keep it.
Okay.
No. I could say that on camera. And y'all could listen if y'all want to talk about
but that's
rights and all of that in the comments. Then shoot.
Because if people feel like they want to have babies at a young age,
that's your business.
But
not. Why? That would be so selfish of me to keep a child that I'm not financially or mentally prepared for.
People don't look at it like that. Like, it's not fair to the child. They're not gonna get the life that they, like,
blessing or not. Yeah, blessing or not.
And I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, love this, love, but you need money. Like,
yeah, love not gonna keep that baby breathing.
You need money.
Trust and
believe. Food, diapers.
Oh, it's money. Even though they sell them in the cases, them cases be like $20, $30.
They're expensive. Like, people don't got money for that right now.
Fact.
And we got goals, like goals that specific situation is not a part of at the moment. You know, later on in life, when you accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish right now, and you get that out the way, then you know, that
same money you're gonna put into your goals, now you gotta put it towards your child that you should never even had in the first place. I cannot do it. I cannot
reroute and
structure your whole life differently over a bit. That nobody understands. That's such like a that takes out a chunk of your life. All that traveling you was gonna do in your 20s, you're at home breastfeeding. What? How do you feel about that? I can't have no kid at this age.
I don't know. Well, me, it's kind of like mixed. Like, yeah, heavy on the no kids. But it's like if it already developed in me, something in me tells me like I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna have it, because it's like, not to say it's not a miracle. Like, you shouldn't even be expecting a baby at 18 years old, but I feel like as if my family, they would still support like the baby and be there for it. Obviously, I would still have to go to school and take care, which is a lot, but I don't know, just something about me having the baby already developed in me just says like I can't abort it. I don't know.
Nah, I know, developed or not. That baby gonna have to get packed, boy. My mom sacrificed so much for me to turn around and have a kid. That's like a slap. That's a hard, with the 5 fingers said to the face, that's a hard slap. That's a hard slap. I completely understand what you're saying, but personally, the baby has to get packed up in a split. I can't. I come to the shower though.
Of course.
I come to the shower though.
And as far as getting married, you said get married at a young age.
Yeah, she said that.
What are we even doing? Like, why are we getting?
I feel like
at this age, I feel like there's still so much more to learn about a person. Like you you can't learn everything you need to know about a person over 2 years. And 2 years might sound like a lot of time, but you learn more and more and more things about. Jada been my best friend since we was like 8 years old.
I was
7.
about to say cremated. I don't know why. I don't know why I was thinking about.
And I still learn more and more stuff about her like every time. So yeah, I don't know. Getting married at this age, like, what are we even doing? There's still so much we can learn about each other. So many experiences to go through to see, like, you know, like,
if you really mess with that person.
Yeah, like, if we're really, like, if we really need to be locked in
front of you
for life.
I agree. I feel like, granted, like, we might be with a person now and feel like, oh, this is the one for me, but I still need all them trials and tribulations. Like, I could still feel in my heart, like, oh, you're my person, I'm your person. But like I said, 2 years, no. Or like you said, the fuck. I feel like 5 years minimum, and that's not like starting at this age. I feel like from like your mid-20s and up, like 5 years during those ages, I feel like that's a reasonable time frame for you to adjust or start considering marriage. I feel like if you're not sure about the person already, like, and it's different stages of things too, you know, you have to really develop, like, getting to know somebody. It really does not happen overnight, and it's so much to know about a person. Like, you could be sleeping with someone every day and not know who they are for real. Like, you have to learn their likes, their dislikes, their favorite foods, they favorite, the most basic stuff, what's their favorite songs, and that's what comes into having a baby. Because a lot of females our age, they have kids with somebody 1 minute, and then when the child is coming, you see this whole different person that you thought you knew and you didn't know. And you don't know how people are going to react to things until they're put in a situation. Somebody could say they're gonna do something and not do it.
Yeah, I want to go back to that because I'm not a dumb girl, y'all. I was just saying, like, if I was with somebody I loved, like I knew for a long, not a long time, but like, yeah, a long time. And I felt comfortable with. I mean, obviously, like y'all said, you don't know a person yet in like a matter of a year or 2 years. But it's like, if I truly feel like this person can provide or will be there for the baby, at the end of the day, you still never know. But if it's a higher chance that I feel like they will, then a little part of me says like, you know, maybe it's possible. And I feel like my emotions would get so deep in, it would just be like, you know, I gotta do this. Not I gotta do this, but like, I'm gonna do this. So I'm not a dumb girl. I wouldn't have a baby with anybody. I wouldn't have a baby with a sneaky link or nothing. But yeah, I say that.
I mean, if people do that, they don't be knowing.
Yeah, because then it's like you're taking care of the child on your own.
Emphasis
then
on
you're
the sneaky.
You're definitely giving all your time, all your money, and like, what is that guy doing? Like, he just put that baby in,
popped and
in you to not do anything. So it's just like, that's just dumb. Yeah.
Okay, how do y'all feel? And I want to talk first because my school, like I said, I go to upstate. If y'all want to know a little spice about upstate, it gets spicy, and I don't mean food. But how do y'all feel about like sex and intimacy in college? Because I feel like if you're gonna do the do, we're all 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's grow up. Let's be clean about ourselves, okay? Let's not be hot and spicy like the Cheetos, because a lot of people, I've heard too many rumors in my school, and it's not like, oh, I could go and confirm them, so they might really be rumors, but some of them, they sound pretty real to me, knowing the people that the rumors were about. And it's just like, you shouldn't open up your legs for everybody, guys. And I personally feel like, you know, burning is a thing. STDs are a thing. There are things you can contract that you cannot get rid of, and I feel like as a whole, our generation needs to be more like self-aware, yes, and educated about things like that, because you're in school, you feel me? And sometimes it's not even the women, it's the males too, because I feel like males will have things and not tell the females, or the females will have things and already feel away because they don't want to be looked at a certain way.
So they keep doing
so yeah, but it's like, it's for your safety, because that affects you along the line. Like, you don't know how that's gonna affect your female reproductive system. You don't know how that's gonna affect
a lot of that stuff causes
your
like
regular life. Yeah, like, y'all don't understand until you get older and you cannot have children, or you develop something or contract something and it's like, oh, this is killing me. Like, don't AIDS kill, or one of them HIV, you slowly dying or something like that? Like,
oh, no,
it's not funny. But seriously, like, y'all have to wake up. This is real stuff.
Especially this generation.
Stop burning.
They love stop burning.
I feel like y'all should watch this movie. It's called, what's the movie called? I think it's called Four Colored Girls.
Yes,
by Tyler Perry.
Yo,
that movie is mad good. I think it's on Netflix. Go watch that. I feel like it has a lot to do with what we just talked about. It's really good. But yeah. Oh, and you know what else? I feel like for a lot of girls, I realized that some girls feel like when a boy gives them a little like a slap of love, they think that they gotta open their legs.
Yeah.
And that's not how it should be. Not saying that you should be like hard to get, like, but I'm just saying, like, you know, not every kiss on the cheek means that you know,
like
need
you.
To, yeah, because these boys don't be
kiss
lucky
on the cheek for real.
They don't
know how many other cheeks or which other cheek he kissed.
Exactly, that same day. Like, you never know. Like, I feel like you just need to.
I feel like a lot of women are naive though. Because I met some people in school who thought every boy that spoke to them was obsessed with them, and I had to give them that that wake up call, like, babe, he don't like you. He don't like you. Not even the slightest bit. Not even the slightest. Want to prove that he could get legit. Exactly. It's all a game. People be making bets on girls at school. Don't be the reason why your boy up 5K.
These niggas don't love you.
Dating in college. How y'all feel?
Like I said, I think, why not? I feel like,
no, in college now. Not, well, you can't even speak on this.
Like, in?
Yeah, not like coming in.
I mean, like, I think that
you can speak based on what you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause I can't.
Yeah, she.
But anyways, I think that it could help both of y'all, like, it could either be a major distraction, or it would help both of y'all, like, focus up together. don't know.
I agree. I feel like being in a relationship in college especially can either be your downfall or the reason why, you know, you stay up at night to study. They can either be your motivator or the person dragging you down. And if you already feel like they're dragging you down mentally, don't continue. You have to make sure that you're dealing with someone who has similar mindsets that you have, because I feel like a lot of guys, especially say you're looking for long term, we're in college, a lot of people are gonna give that lame, oh, this is college, I want to have fun. So go have your fun with somebody that wants to get sneaky here and there and not care, you know. Don't, yeah, because no, we gotta be on the same page all the time. But I say go for it. Shoot, you might mess around and find somebody.
But even if you gotta go through the wrong ones, you still might find the right one. So.
Two wrong ones.
Oh my god.
And now it's a movie. Where do you guys see yourself in the next 3 to 4 years? Like, in a holistic sense.
I see myself finishing school and getting my bachelor's degree in science. And, well, in 3 to 4 years, I should be doing internships in the hospital for becoming an ultrasound tech. Right?
My baby younger.
And yeah, I just see myself like, you know, really focused and flourishing.
Well, with what I want to do, I want to do like physical therapy. So yeah, I would have to continue school, but I still see myself graduating. I see myself having, you know, a stable enough job, not my dream job, but a stable enough job. And I see myself moved out of my house for sure, and having a car, you know, and just treating myself like I really do deserve to be treated. Even though I'm 18, it's been a hard 18 years. Like, I want to be traveling, I want to be getting things that I want, you know, just being able to buy the stuff that I genuinely like, and without having to worry like what's in my account, like how much more do I have to spend. And my theory is if you can't if you can't buy 2,
don't
buy the
one.
Even though I still don't follow that myself sometimes, but you know, it's a very good theory to work on.
I feel like in 3 to 4 years, I'm gonna be real heavy on the financial security, financial stability, emotional stability, mental stability. I agree with the car thing. I want to have a V. As far as moving out, I'm not too sure yet. I think I would consider staying with my mom until I have enough money to get the place that I feel like I would deserve at the time. I'm gonna have like 200K on YouTube, manifesting it. We're gonna come back to this video. I swear to God, we're gonna come back to this video. 4 years, that is doable. That is so doable. I'm gonna have 200K or more. Oh my God,
we gotta recreate this video
in
4 years.
And that's gonna be I'm gonna be making money off of this, and that is the passive income that I have been oh so desperate for. Like, personally, my dream career is to be a sports reporter or broadcaster, which is also another thing I'll be working towards after my 4 years is up, you know, and I graduated. However,
we have 3 great dream jobs.
That's not like we rich aunties. Rich aunties.
I know, like, my cousins. I know who
that's not what I want to do for real. Like, I want to do, how do I explain this? There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5s, but I personally feel like if I can work and not be moving, if I could be making money while I'm on a trip, I'm on a plane, and it's money like legit, you know, passive income.
I feel like you mean like enjoying your job, but like not feeling like you're working, but you're like,
yeah, because being a sports reporter, like, obviously when I was looking into careers, I was trying to find something with flexibility and that still has a decent amount salary wise, so that I can live the lifestyle that I want to live, because I surely can't live it now. But it's coming, you know. It just takes that one video sometimes, and then pew, my life just skyrockets. But
let's be the one, y'all.
I don't please, we trying to get out done fast. But for real, people, it's so inspiring. Like, you see people sitting on their couch making videos, they get paid to try on clothes, they get to go to all these events, like, and this is something I genuinely love to do. I also like sports, which is why, and I like public speaking, which is why I want to be a sports reporter. However, making money off the couch sounds better. Sounds much better. So this is about careers again, with y'all majors, and then like what made you pick your major, and then thoughts on passive income, residual income, and then like which do you think is more important, the money or the career?
Ooh, that's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
I'm
over here.
Just answer whatever you remember. Yeah. So first, say your major, why'd you pick it, and then what's more important, the money or the career?
My major is biology.
Ooh.
My school doesn't have sports and medicine, so you know that was like the base of it. So yeah, I want to get into sports and medicine because I've been doing sports my whole life. So, and I've been through many injuries, and there's been many doctors who have helped me. And it's just like such a relief to, you know, have someone to just like get rid of your pain. And I want to be there for people like that in the same sense, because like I said, I do love sports, and I feel like I would really enjoy that job, seeing people, you know, just feel that relief being taken off their backs, you know. For the income versus career, I feel like it depends, because if you're not in a stable situation at the time, where it's like your dream job is not in the rear view or whatever, then I feel like income does matter more. You need the money, so you need to, you know, think about how you're gonna survive instead of like thinking about how to be happy in that moment.
I'm a journalism major. I was a psychology major in my first semester, and I definitely don't want to do that. I don't like science. Unlike these two, I love English, I love writing, and I love talking, and I also love sports, and that's what drew me to wanting to be a sports broadcaster / commentator or reporter. I feel like that would pave a way. Also, it's not a female dominated industry, and I don't see a lot of black women doing that. So if I could be the, you know, one amongst many that pave the way for other people like me that want to do it and that are interested in it, then that would be a great thing. It will open the door for a lot of opportunities for me. I could basically take both of the things I love doing, which is sports and content creating, and literally put it into my career.
I've always wanted to work in a hospital from since I was little, and as I was growing up I used to be like, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor, but then, you know, like, what kind of doctor? And then it was just like, in a hospital there's like tons of jobs, like, and call it corny if you want, but I decided that I wanted to be an ultrasound tech probably like junior year because of Grey's Anatomy. And it's about surgeons and stuff, but they show you like different jobs, like they show you different stuff. But yeah, I want to be an ultrasound tech and specialize in abdominal and OBGYN, because not only can I work on pregnant women or women in general, I could also work on males as well. And
she just told me that today, because I didn't even know y'all be having issues in y'all belly. I didn't even know that.
And you know, I feel like
men be pregnant.
I feel like the hospital situation in general is not like, it's predominantly taken over by white people, and I feel like, you know, now there's black nurses, there's black doctors, there's black everything now, because, you know, we coming. So yeah, I feel like I'd add to the percentage of black people in that particular field and in the hospital in general. I'm majoring in health science.
Pledging and joining orgs in school, that's the topic. Like pledging to sororities or fraternities, and joining like organizations or extracurriculars. When I first started in the first semester, I wasn't doing nothing, and I did not like it. I went from running track damn near all my life, and then I came to college and I was just like, this is life, like class, and then like that's it, like people in my face like all day. I couldn't do it, so I tried out for the track team. Guess what? Didn't make the team. And he slapped my neck, and I was like, dag, like I just did all this little bootleg training, because, you know, I thought I was on my Mike Tyson stuff, you know, I was preparing myself, I was going to the gym and everything, and then like I didn't make the team, and I was like, I knew I wasn't in shape, but geez, that was humbling. And then the next semester I kept emailing him, and then like a few days before the winter break, he emailed me back. He like, you want that spot on the team? I said, about time. So then yeah, I ended up joining the track team, and that gave me something to do. Even though like it took away my time takeaway was replaced with structure that I was lacking in the first semester. Because I feel like when I'm not like doing a sport or in any type of organization, because even though I wasn't running, I could have joined the dance team, because like I like dancing, and I feel like the dance team at my school, if you guys know, like there's this team called Legacy, you know, go follow their Instagram. They be going to shows and like winning the competitions, and I'm gonna try out next semester, because yeah. But moral of the story is, I feel like everybody should push yourselves out there. You know, networking is one of the key takeaways from college. Even though I'm only a sophomore now, go join a sorority, you know, pledge, join a fraternity if you're a guy. And it's the people you least expect. Like, there's people on football teams that are in fraternities. And you know what's crazy? In elementary and high school, you see a boy stepping and it's like, oh, he's gay. But then when you get to college and you see them doing that, that they start strolling, now you want to be a cap all day. Like, go for it. Them orgs, and that makes your resume look so good to jobs sometimes. Like, they want to see how well-rounded of a person you are. Just like with college applications, jobs be looking for the same thing. And as far as fraternities and sororities, lifelong brotherhood and sisterhood, like the amount of connections you could get through those, pledge. If you could pledge, pledge. I'm not even in a sorority and I'm telling y'all to pledge. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm not in a sorority either, but like I said, I've been running track since I was little. And it's like the amount of friendships I've gained and like family, like friends I could call family, that I've gained from track, and you know, just having that community to support you. And it really, track is really 99% mental, and that 1% is physical. And it's just like to have people around you that keep pushing you, because there's been many times where I wanted to stop and just like give up, but
too many.
I feel like if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be at the spot I'm at now, because I got a scholarship in track, and it's like without that I would probably not even have a scholarship to be in school, and I would have to pay so much money out of pocket and everything. And it's just like I'm blessed to be where I'm at. I'm glad I continued on my journey, and it doesn't stop here. I mean, I don't know about track after college, but for the time being, it's like, yeah, you should get out and, you know, go into groups, get into sororities, get into a program, because they can really help you.
When I was in elementary school, because me and Jada was in elementary still, the first couple of kids that I met that became my friends were on the track team. And I can't remember if it was Jada or one of our other friends that was like, oh, you should join. And I wasn't there for long because I was a kid with really bad eyes. But that was the first group of kids that I met that became my friends. And even till now, I can say that they're still my friends, some of them. But, you know, yeah, and then that stopped. And some of them turned into I stopped until 9th grade, and then I met more people. And I feel like the track world is huge, so you meet a bunch of people, like a bunch of people, and you make new genuine friendships too.
Not even just athletes, those officials.
Yeah.
Andy, shout out to Andy.
Yes, because she
what's his name?
Done been there for everything.
What's his name again?
Bald guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's
the bald black man?
That's my friend. I forgot
the one that shoot the gun.
Yeah.
And without track, my life is actually boring. Like, I don't know how people could just go out party every day. Like,
and then not yet.
Like, at least I have something going for myself.
That's how
something to look forward throughout the day, not just the party.
Real. That's how I felt like my first semester, and then even like going into the second semester when I still was friends with some of the people. It's like I'm the only athlete out of my friend group. All of y'all is in y'all rooms and I'm at practice, and y'all texting me, oh, like, can we go get food now? I can't eat. I got another rep.
Maybe like that. Because even now, like, I'm not on the track team at my school, but I still work out because I've grown to love like
exercise.
Yeah, and keeping my body healthy and shit. Heavy on the discipline. And the discipline goes a long way. Not just like discipline on the track, but like discipline everywhere, all around.